Views from the West Wing with lyrics and Slumber Boy.
Guess what?
What?
It's views from the West Wing. Hey man, come on. Episode number 2. Bro, long time coming.
Yeah.
It's crazy how broadcasting is so intense.
Yeah, dog.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a lot of work. Like, I've got a newfound respect for presenters, producers, and everyone in this game, bro, because this is a lot. Like, we've been through a lot ever since we started this podcast, right? One day we'll be able to share the stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, episode motherfucking 2. Are you copying the numbers? Hey, are you copying the numbers?
Check out the first video we dropped it 2 weeks back, so please check the numbers and please throw Nyana, subscribe Nyana.
Come on, do the right thing.
For your boys.
Do the right thing.
Away.
Fuck with your boys.
Fuck with your boys.
Listen, man, Drake dropped an album.
Yeah, dog.
Drake dropped an album and people have like mixed feelings about it, right?
Yeah.
And talking about how it's a dance album and whatnot.
Sure.
Before I explain my opinion on the concept of the album, I'm interested in your take.
Yeah.
Right? On how you feel about it, and then we'll elaborate more on what's actually going on. You get my check. So talk to me, my boy.
I know Drake fans are gonna come for you, but I totally love it, bro, because I used to be a DJ, like back in the days, during grade 7, like 9, 8.
Which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
How do you start DJing in grade 7? Like, what?
Like,
that's insane, dog. Yeah. That's what I know. Yeah.
I was blessed enough to have brothers who like love deep house, so that's how I got introduced to it. Just by playing a laptop, and then you get visual DJ. Okay, you see, you can play songs. You can now do a mix now.
Yeah.
And then that's how my love for DJ started.
Do you think that you'll ever go back to DJing anytime soon?
Are
you gonna tell them?
We'll tell them not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
On the next episode.
On the next
we've got a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
For the next episode. So listen, we need a K. We're on 316 now views, right? I think after 8 days, 9 days, 316 views. We need it up to a K.
Yeah.
And then we'll give you guys something very special.
Yeah.
Right? And it's about slumber, but that's later on. Oh my goodness. Bro. You don't have manners. You don't have manners.
Why are you saying that?
Oh, is it? Okay, yes, you know why? Because already you know, about 300 views, you're a superstar.
No.
What do you mean, no? Do you guys know who this guy is? Aish. Slumber, talk to the people. Come on.
You know my name, bro. Slumber.
Aish, because he's a superstar. Now you don't even introduce yourself. Anyway, it's lyrics in the building, which is crazy, right? What an intro. My boy, Drake dropped. What are your thoughts?
Bro, I love it, man. And I love that Black Coffee is there.
Bro, executive producer. Yeah, shout out Kofi Nyama. Shout out Buddha, Ikyani, all the way from Mtaya, Taizinja, Bato,
You got.
Yeah.
And he also put his son on.
Bro.
His son produced one of Drake's songs.
Uso, which is now known as Uso, obviously. Yeah. Which is like, we were talking about before, right?
Yeah.
How important it is to basically incorporate your kids, right, in whatever endeavor that you're doing, especially if you're an entrepreneur, so that you can grow his network as well.
That's
right.
Sure, yeah.
So that's what I saw with that, by the way, with Usona being part of it, because now he's able to reach out to Drake if he wants to, because there's something that ties him to Drake.
Sure.
You get my check.
Yeah.
Drake has a child. Do you understand that? Down the line, possibly, I don't know, but down the line, Uesona uzawumazi Edinus.
Yeah.
Somehow. Next thing you know now, the visa, basically Black Coffee's family and Drake's family will one day maybe, because why? The seed was planted before. Yeah. The seed was planted now, later on. Yeah. Anyway, okay. here's the chat, right? With the album, right? The album is dedicated to Virgil Abloh, right? Who's Virgil Abloh, right? Virgil is, was, sorry, rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace to
King V, Zinja Matota. Virgil Abloh is a creative director, right? And he's a fashion designer.
Yeah.
Right? He started off white. He started Pyrex Vision back in 2013.
Okay.
And basically, he amassed in the fashion industry to the point where he was given a job to be Louis Vuitton's creative director for menswear. Get my chat. That's who Virgil Abloh is, right? So he's a designer. Predominantly, he's known as a designer.
Sure.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's a GOAT. You with the collabos you saw with Mercedes-Benz with what he did.
I
with
did,
the
I
Bro
did,
and the Maybach.
Yo, that Maybach, bro. Off-road Maybach. Who comes up with that concept, bro?
Bro, that time he's a creative director in fashion, but he graduated as an architect.
Hectic.
I think hectic chats, man. He graduated as an architect. I think he has honors or masters in architecture. But yeah, I'm not sure. Please, so hey, don't come at me. But yeah, architecture. So it's crazy. So I think he sourced a lot of his ideas, abstract ideas, from obviously architecture, this, that, to come through with something that, I respect him. Anyway, so Khudira Khalab, Black Coffee was Virgil Abloh's friend. Yeah. Right? And people don't know, right? Virgil Abloh also was a DJ. He was a DJ as well. Yeah. Right? So he'd play gigs and I think they would meet up. You know how Black Coffee is international.
Yeah, Black Coffee is it's not local now. He's international. He's bigger than us.
Especially after winning the Grammy. Shout out for him to winning the Grammy. Black Coffee is too hard. Anyway. Black Coffee was a friend of Virgil as well. Okay. So what did they have in mutual? Obviously DJ, right? Exactly. So Virgil saw Black Coffee in high regard in terms of DJ, right? Because he wasn't known as a DJ. People didn't take him seriously as a DJ. But Black Coffee somehow, someway didn't entertain that thought, and he let him explore, he embraced him. As a result, they created a relationship. I think there's something on YouTube. Search Black Coffee Virgil Abloh. You'll see it. You'll tell. Anyway, so Drake, on the other hand, actually Drake is also Virgil's friend. Yeah. We see it throughout his career.
And Black Coffee's friend too.
Exactly. Do you understand now? When Virgil died, I think, so what happens is Drake had plans with Virgil. I remember Drake dropping a picture on Instagram, right, where basically the aircraft that he was using had the back wing, had off-white Virgil Abloh engineering, right?
Oh yeah,
and
I saw that picture somewhere.
And then the owl, the OVO owl, on top. So that was, and then Drake dropped that just after Virgil passed. Get my check. So they had plans, obviously. So yes, you're right. They've got a mutual, right? And yeah, man. So that album basically wasn't an album. It wasn't another Drake drop.
It wasn't.
That one was straight up sentimental.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a sentiment. It was a gift, basically. It's like art dedicated to somebody. It's not for the numbers. It's not going to be for everyone. Why? Because ultimately, Virgil Abloh, right, was a DJ, like a dance DJ. You get my check. So obviously, coming through with Black Coffee, they're coming through making a dance album for the boy. That's why it was structured like that. So it wasn't just like another one. Another Drake drop. No, bro. 18, that one was sentimental. And that's why people don't understand. It wasn't for everyone. It was just a project made and dedicated to a friend.
And it was not like that promoted. Like,
you get my check? Exactly that. Hyped. Bro, it was just dropped. You just dropped it suddenly. And you even, and yo, bro, like, for me, honestly, never mind. For me, it's like He's like, I'm gonna explain it, but never mind, because you guys have already judged it. Honestly, never mind. Honestly, like, I know where it comes from. I know it's Virgil. It's you know, it's basically, I don't want to say trauma, but it's me mourning in my own way. Me mourning my friend in my own way. So if you're not gonna dig deep every time someone asks you about the album, no man, A, B, C, and D is happening.
Yeah.
Also when in my chat. So you know what? Honestly, never mind. You'll get it later.
Yeah.
Get my chat. Yeah. Who also dropped?
Kendrick dropped.
Come on, my boy.
Yeah.
I went at that one. Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. John, I'm South African, right?
Oh, really?
So, not like Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. It's a lot, dog. What do you think about that album? Have you listened to it?
I haven't listened to it completely, but
Yeah.
I have my favorite songs.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Which one?
That's
interesting, yeah?
The one that you plugged Frosty with the other time. That one.
My auntie is a man now.
Oh yeah, that one slaps, bro.
That one was heavy. Because basically there, he was like tackling homophobia. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, are we chopping?
Yeah, let's chop.
You wanna chop?
Let's chop.
Let's chop. What are we doing? We are chopping now. Alright.
Chop or beat chop?
Yeah, chop or beat chop. My boy, we coined that one this weekend. It's crazy. Hey, they're gonna tap the lingo. They're gonna tap the lingo. I'm gonna put you on. So relax. The boys got you.
Yeah.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by the boys of the West Wing. Come on! Shout out to the boys. Shout out. Anyway, yeah, bro. Kendrick drops.
Yeah.
Another shocker. Hey, in the hip hop industry, we're getting shockers now. Like, people are just dropping. They're not just dropping to get bangers or to get numbers now. Now it's real art.
Real art.
Get my check.
Yeah.
It's not about numbers. Get my check. If it's not your cup of tea, it's okay. But it's honesty. That's what I'm feeling. And that's what, for me, Mr. Morale's The Big Steppers is for me. Is that he tackled... okay, fine. You need to understand. Kendrick comes through, the album what? Kendrick comes through with what? He's got a child, Uye, rocking a what?
Jesus, thorn.
The thorn crown, whatever, right? So what does that basically imply?
He's the rap Jesus.
He's a savior.
Yeah.
He's a rap savior, basically.
Yeah.
How so?
Hey y'all, come look at this.
The Buddha.
Coke, one time. Coke, one time. Hey. Yeah. As you were saying, Kendrick, bro. The way in Kumbuzi ndo izolo. Listen, post party chats, and then post party chats. Hey. Anyway, Kendrick comes through with an album that is dedicated to fixing the black man in the black community.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. He's tackling so many things. And in astrology, people would call it shadow work. So he's basically doing a shadow work with that album, where he's tackling his daddy issues. He's tackling homophobia with his aunt and his cousin, you know, in his life. Yeah. He's addressing so many things, so many issues. That's why he's saying he's a savior, because as men, and a majority of masculine men don't really like chopping and getting into their feelings a lot. Yeah. So they bottle things up and, you know, but if you listen to the album, I think to a degree, you'll understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, or even if you do, please comment, let us know, but yeah, bro, that's what it is. And
yeah, so it's Pride Month, right? And it's almost like...
Okay, listen. I see where you're getting at. Yeah. I see where you're getting at. I want to make a point. I want to make a point with the Kendrick album.
Okay, cool.
We needed that Kendrick album. We needed that Kendrick album. And the reason why people don't like it a lot is because it tackles the truth.
Okay.
It tackles traumas. That's what that Kendrick album is. And as a result, Kendrick then sees himself as a savior because he's enforcing us to do the healing. Get my chat. That's why. So listen, Joe. Even telling my child, we're doing this now because he knows whatever he drops, everyone's gonna listen to. Get my chat. So if he's gonna make you listen to consciousness because he wants you to be conscious, then that's what you're gonna listen to. Get my chat. So that's why that album is structured that way. It's not just another Kendrick drop. You get my chat. Same thing with Drake and Nakona. Again, it goes back to what? Ties in back to art. Right? It's art, bro.
Yeah, it's just art.
It's art, bro.
And they just like respecting the craft.
They're respecting the craft and being honest with themselves. And that's the essence of art. Honesty, without a filter, and just portraying it in your own creative way. You get my chat. There's a song there specifically again, and I mentioned earlier, My Auntie's a Man Now. The one, your song, your favorite song, right? Tell me why you like that song.
Because it
and tell the people, please.
It really addresses like homophobic things, and you know, for me it actually comforts me that it's cool, you know. You can have a gay
he made brew.
And
that's what he did. He's breaking a stereotype. Who Kendrick album.
Sure.
Putting homophobia to shame. Because he, as a kid, so the song goes, My Auntie is a Man Now, right? Basically saying the auntie is a lesbian, but the auntie is a dom. Or is the man, is the stud. Sorry, right? Is the stud. And please guys, don't kill me. Israel's eyes, but you know, the auntie's a stud. So my auntie is a man now. Get my chat where he tells how his uncles, Kendrick's uncles, would, you know, say things to, or say nasty things to the auntie in family gatherings. You get my chat. Basically basing out of homophobia, or stemming out of homophobia, basically. Homophobic grounds, right? And you know why? Because she was getting more girls than the uncles. Get my chat. Anyway, yeah, bro, and I know this song is sentimental to you because of a friend you have. Right? And this is the last weekend of LGBTQ. No, this is the last weekend of Pride Month. Sorry. Jesus Christ, imagine me. That's sometimes, that's moon sometimes. Anyway, yeah, bro. This is the last weekend of Pride Month. And that's what this episode is about today. Right? So we've got a special guest. Intona Gaslama.
Right? That's my friends.
Exactly, and this episode is brought to you by Slum Boy. Exactly. Let's go! Chonga, it's views from the West Wing. And all we do, all day, every day, is what? Chop or be chop. You know that's what it is, my G.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, my guy, who do we have here today, man?
Okay, today we have a superstar in the building, you know, and I wanna introduce him in
the right way.
The right way, because he's my friend. You know? So I gotta, you know, put some respect. He's a fashion model, creative, event organizer, and a final year in psychology. So he's a superstar, all-round superstar.
Hey man, shout out. Come on.
This is Jupiter, and we're within the West Wing.
Come on, what you say?
So let's do this, boys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
How are you feeling today? You good?
I feel amazing.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of things actually.
Yeah.
It's an interview.
So
you can actually get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are y'all doing?
Hey man, it's a lot. Hey, my superstar.
It's very tough, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been a lot. You know, it's actually a movie, but it's not about us. Today isn't about us. They love us, they know us, right?
You know.
Lyrics, Slumber Boy, and of course our guest Peter. But talk to us, man.
Yeah.
Who did that? What's really going on?
Because we wanna talk. By the way, it's Pride Month, so we wanna hear from our member from the LGBTQI plus to actually inform us, you know, and give us like some, you know,
definitely
informed knowledge.
Exactly, definitely. And to also maybe line out certain things and misconceptions, stereotypes, myths. Get my chat, and to give us a general understanding, you know, of what it means to be a gay man, right, in modern South Africa. Get my chat. I know when I first met you, Slama, you were friends with Tripit, right? And you guys were very close. I didn't really understand like the dynamic of the relationship. And yeah, man, it was a friendship that I respected, right? And a lot of people would have thought, maybe you guys are like a couple and stuff because you guys are always together.
They always assume that I'm gay, bro.
Dog, imagine. Anyway.
They doubt that I'm straight, right? But I'm like, okay, fine. If you think I'm gay, it's fine. If you think I'm straight, if you think I'm what, it's fine.
Yo, can you tell me I'm business time? I'm business time, Joe. Anyway. Let's go like boy. Yeah, bro. So, obviously I then understood that's not the case. And yeah, man, it's something really peculiar, but at the same time it's beautiful to see, man. Where you have a heterosexual man and a homosexual man being friends and just strictly platonic and just, you know, taking care of each other just like they would if they were siblings. And it's just like your brother, but it just so happens that he's gay. Get my check.
But that does not change anything.
Talk to me, my boy.
See.
So
firstly,
how do you guys meet? Where's that again?
He's my first like LGBTQI plus friend. So,
amazing, man.
You know, and I don't think I'll have any other friend in that community.
You're talking nonsense.
Because I like Tumelo, I feel like I cannot be friends with other people in the same community.
But what about Olavis?
Olavis. Oh, okay.
You get my check. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As you're saying.
Man, shit ain't got serious. As
we were saying, I've got a question, right? Before you guys get into it, because I know you guys are just gonna, you know, dive deep and do a full throttle. Before we chop that, tell me, bro. Your pronouns obviously are
him.
Okay.
Me, him.
My question is, as a gay man, in modern South Africa, as a gay Mopedi man in modern South Africa, how is the support from home, right? And is it easy? You know, how was it? How do you get through it? Quickly, Jane. In fact, yeah. If you'll allow.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer two parts of your questions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. I love dividing, but yeah, that's not the point.
Whoa.
Back at home, right? I've never had an issue with me being myself, right? Back at my house. I'm talking in terms of household now. I've never had an issue. I've always been like this. So I've never actually had to come out, right?
Yeah.
The problem started, you know, when you grow up, right? Issues and challenges, they start to develop in your teenagers.
Yeah, and kids are nasty.
It's like you're going out to the world. Right?
Yeah.
No, and I'm not reducing it to being queer, straight, or whatever, right?
So sorry. LGBTQIA. So say it.
LGBTQI plus.
Okay. Please break down the acronyms first.
Oh, L means lesbian.
Yes.
Women who are attracted to other women.
Yes.
G means gay. Men who are attracted to other men.
Yes.
LGBT. T means transgender or transsexual.
Yeah.
People who
Transition
who
from one
transition
gender to
from
another.
one gender to another.
Yeah.
Right. Q.
Queer.
Queer.
Yeah.
Queer is like an umbrella term for all the sexual
Okay.
identities, right?
Oh yeah.
But there's also questioning.
Questioning.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you don't know, do I like?
What do you like?
Where's or do I like?
You haven't made a decision.
Yeah. So you're still questioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which for me is like a question. So if you're saying that, okay, let me ask it actually now. When you say question, are you then saying that it can be a decision as well?
It can be a decision. I think it goes so ways. Like this
So not everyone is born like that. Some people can actually decide to just, I'm out, I'm doing this, I'm that.
It goes so much ways that the distinction, it's so, it's easy to, hard to grasp. I understand that it's so hard to notice. But yeah, I, intersexual, is an individual who's born with both characteristics of male and female.
Like biologically?
It can also be that.
So on some like boobs and like maybe a penis or whatever.
Yeah.
Hectic chat, okay.
Yeah.
And then plus.
Oh, plus means the other sexual identity.
Oh, okay, sorry. I want to go back to. So would a hermaphrodite be like an example of an intersexual?
Intersexual.
Yeah. Would a hermaphrodite be that?
But I think we can call. I think
yes.
we can call people hermaphrodites, but yeah.
Oh, is that like is that like a term that you can't use?
Yeah, it's like intersexual.
Okay, you see, like we can't because we don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And you try to know.
Exactly.
I'm not saying they are hermaphrodites. To an extent, they might be called hermaphrodites.
Oh, okay.
I understand. I think intersexual is for purposes.
I always thought it was a biological term.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I know there's no personality or whatever or attribute that I put towards it. For me, it's a medical term of basically having female and male genitalia or whatever. Okay.
I have one question for Tumelo actually. So, I want to ask you, how was it for you to allow me as a straight man to become your friend? Because I'm sure you have a bad, past with straight men.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's chop.
The
West Wing.
Come on, chop or be chop. Let's go.
Right. Okay. I met him this year, right? And for me personally, I was like, this is the year of change. Whatever you need, whatever you're gonna come across, and that everything you're gonna need to endure is part of the process, right? So tolerate rather than just react, right? So
to what extent though?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah. Personally for you, obviously I'm sure it's relative, but personally for you, maybe to what extent?
I think now I really get along with him. I can't say to which extent, but I can tell him that just avoid such things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some other things.
If it gets a bit too much, you address it basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. As you were saying, sorry.
Yeah. As I was saying, I don't wanna generalize anything, right? But with him, since I've met him, he was just a chilled person.
Yeah.
Dummy. But yeah, he's still my friend. I love him so much. So,
how long have you guys been friends, Carl?
6 months? 5 months? We can't say Jimmy.
You wouldn't say, hey?
The first time we met is on the 29th of March, right?
29th of March? No. It's actually 4 months.
Oh my god! 4th anniversary today.
Imagine!
That's crazy. Wow!
It's 4 months.
You see?
Right?
I'm not
you got good memory. And it was a perfect day to shoot.
To shoot today.
You get my shot as your anniversary. Yeah. But the anniversary is Michelle podcast. Hey, good night, buddy. Hey, cozy boys. Hey. Listen. This episode was brought to you by Slum. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
As I was saying, right, I was like, nah, man, you need to grow. Well, and you can actually learn a lot now and stop being fucking petty, because I was so petty. So,
how has Slumber's friendship to you like changed you?
Okay, I just wanna.
Obviously after.
Well, I understand. We've had conversations. Oh, I wanna start a fashion house also.
Okay.
That was initially the point that I knew I need to listen rather than be heard, right? So our friendship developed in a way like we were listening to each other about what we had, the ideas, you know, the mentality and everything.
Yes.
And how you prefer doing some things, so I understand. You can't always be like common. I understand. I understand. Hence, I believe that opposites attract. You're telling me the different version of life. I understand. I need to learn from that or nay. I understand. So, I had to decide to spend time alone or with some other people. And trust me, many great people contributed to the person I am. So I was like, let me add on to that. And then he was just so calm, so cool, and okay.
Uslamba utiko Uchupita Diamvela, right? Because a lot of men who are straight have used him, right, to get girls. You get my check. Is it true?
It is true.
Yeah, and how do you feel being used for that? Like, how does that feel?
Well, you know, when you experience something a lot, you just gotta learn to kill it in your brain somehow. When you notice what it's going to that direction, it's like, oh my gosh, same old, I'm not going to entertain that. It's almost like when you want to give someone an opportunity, right? When you're a creative, for example, Mr. Yellow House.
Yes. Yellow House in the building.
What you say? Come on, man. This episode was also brought to you by
Yellow House.
Shout out to Yellow House and the members and everyone else. Also, please do follow Yellow House on Instagram. It's official Yellow House Instagram and and obviously Steve's Gallery. Yes. At Steve's Gallery on Instagram. Okay. We will say, hey, I'm advertisements, guys. Hey, you know, it's fun. Yeah.
As we were saying, right? You as like the head of Yellow House and everything, understand. Once you start to be that person, oh my gosh, it's Yellow House, no, understand. You get the people, let's just say in modeling, right? You get people who want to be models. Well, understand.
Of course.
You see.
In fact, you create models.
Well, understand. You can tell already this one is passionate or this one is just doing for trends. Well, understand. With that matter that we just touched on right now about men, well, understand. It's almost like you're coming here, you're giving me that energy that you just want girls and everything, and I just shut that off, and sometimes just be kind. I don't come to me with that energy.
Just like any other person would befriend you because of a certain thing that they benefit from.
In this lifetime, I don't want it to be like sound too aggressive or anything.
Hey man, we are chopping now.
In this lifetime, I believe even if you want to be manipulative, I understand. Trying to do that with strategy. Don't just show out your plans or everything. When you come to me, you show me that you just want girls and everything.
Oh, okay.
Just
be tactful. Be tactful. Don't be insensitive about it.
Yeah. Be tactful. Don't be insensitive. Thank you for that.
I got you.
But yeah.
Imaki. So what I realized is that that's the risk you run in befriending heterosexual. Man, we'll all be out of space with it. West Wing Views is out of space with it, right? Tell me, fast. We don't have time. It's almost the end of the show. When did you realize that Slumber Boy was like not a parasite? Or basically, when did you realize that he didn't befriend you to gain anything of that nature?
Okay. To answer that real quick, I can't specifically set a date or when I'm going to answer, but like the actions tell everything, right?
Facts.
Yeah. So when he supports me like in every aspect, so I answer, and he tries to understand, but he doesn't. I was like, this one is a keeper. So how's the experience here? Because you can't get one side. West Wing.
For me, it's been a new experience, you know. It's been a journey, and I've loved every thing.
Moments of it.
There were beautiful moments when I was like, bro, people who are homophobic, like people like
relax, bro.
Like, they don't harm. They are not harmful, dog.
Just relax, bro.
Just be calm. Just be kind.
Just relax, bro.
You know,
exactly.
because you don't know. This is what you see on the outside, but you don't know what's inside.
The interior,
you're
what's really going on.
You're just judging them just based on what they
literally the cover.
But you don't know what's inside, bro.
Bro.
And I've gained a friend that I've never thought I would ever have, dog.
It's a new experience.
It's
crazy. That's how life is. In general.
So to the people who are homophobic, please guys, just stop, man. It's too like
it's childish. Anyway, Jonga, you call it in the influted.
Drum roll.
When what would you advise to people who are heterosexuals? Who have the misconception that they cannot befriend a gay person or someone who's a member of the LGBTQI because they are afraid that maybe society is going to assume that they are part of the community or whatever insecurities maybe they might have stemming from homophobia or whatever. Get my check. Like as a person who is like truly right, and truly has like a genuine friend. Right. What would you say to people?
For me, I'll tell the people that, bro, wait.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong basically with having a gay friend as a straight man. Get my check.
There's nothing wrong because it's not like.
It doesn't mean that you're gay.
You're gay.
Because
niggas think that if I have a gay friend, I am also gay.
Dog, low frequency energy, dog.
I like low frequency energy. But you're saying?
I'll tell them that like, not to like, be quick to dismiss gay people, but like give them a chance. Like I know a few smart gay people, dog, and for me, I feel like they have more to offer than just their looks. You got. They have something inside that just.
If you look past the exterior, right, then you find that there's an individual within that person. You get my shot.
And man.
And also that when as a gay man, it's possible for you to not find him attractive or not be attracted to him and be basically or have a platonic friendship with him without having to want him or without him having to worry that you're uchupita, don't, you get my check as well. Listen guys, we've come to the end of the show.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a sad one. I'm kidding, it wasn't a sad one. Listen, Hey,
I was like,
next
awesome.
episode, not joker, post-party chats. Yo, next episode is just gonna be post-party chats. It's gonna be crazy, dog. We're gonna tell you something that happened. Oh, by the way, if you see my eyes like a bit red, yo, dude, it's all you.
Something hectic happened, my bro. So you gotta stay tuned on the 3rd episode to catch what.
Have the numbers, do the right thing, please.
Hit the subscribe button.
Do the right thing. Westward, mother.
It's what?
It's views. From the Westward. Lyrics, Slumber, Jupiter. Thank you for having us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Episode 2. We out. Now you know what it is. Nazi. Come on. Puzan. Go. Yo, cheers.
Guys, Jupiter has used one understander this many times.
Sipula amabhodlela thina sipula amapaneki pop mabhodlela manje nginikeni champagne khona kokase manje mfuna uke sethini jonga